Hey guys, Rob with Mint State Bushcraft. Hey, I just wanted to talk to you about packs today. This weekend I discovered a couple things that about my pack that I didn't like. I guess I knew them, I just ignored them. For a really long time I carried an Alice pack. Okay, I'm a big fan of military surplus and doing things on a budget. So military surplus seemed to be the best fit. For years I carried an Alice pack. I had no problems with them. Just figured that they were a little bit outdated and I wanted to update. So I updated to a Molly 2 medium rough. And the reason for this was because of it being Molly compatible. I figured that as need arose, I would get support pouches, add them to the Molly webbing, and I'd be good to go. Well, here's the issue. I'm finding that when I go out, I tend to fill every pouch that I possibly can with needless stuff, and the pack gets overly heavy. I go out and I don't use most of the stuff that I even take with me. I've always been a 2 is 1, 1 is none kind of guy, and I used to go overboard with that. Everything that I took with me, I always followed that concept. Well, over the years, you discover that you don't need all that gear. So the things that you don't ever use out in the woods, and when you're out trekking, hiking, whatever you're doing, you should leave them at home. If you never use them at all when you're in the woods, just leave them at home. If there's situations where you use them once in a while, maybe there's another tool that you're going to use more often, and maybe there's a dual purpose. If you could find a tool like that to supplement some of the other items. You know, obviously some of the things that you want to be redundant about are firecraft and cutting and things like that. But I'm finding that I'm carrying more than one flashlight. I'm carrying just duplicates of everything. And it's nonsense, complete nonsense for me. So basically, like I said, if you've been following the channel for any length of time, you know I'm a budget guy, you know I like surplus and stuff like that. Well, I've decided I'm going to ditch the Molly 2 rough and I'm going to go back to the Alice pack. My plan is I'm going to try to lighten the Alice pack frame just a little bit. Why do I like the Alice pack? Last year I went out on a weekend excursion and I loaded it down with 65 pounds of stuff. That included food and stuff like that, but I also had first aid supplies for 6 people and a weekend's worth of food and a weekend's worth of water and etc., etc. I really didn't need the water because we had a water source, but I took water anyway. So I could have ditched a lot of that poundage, okay? I find that with the Alice pack, I organize my stuff better and I know where my stuff is. With the 3 pouches here, things are pretty accessible, and then with the bucket here, things are there. So what I like to do is I like to put my sleep system in the bottom of it and organize it well and then stack things that way. And it works out good that way. With this one, you know you have so many different pockets, and you know you have these different compartments with pockets, and there's pockets everywhere. I find that I lose a lot of stuff, or I lose a lot of track of a lot of stuff, and I'm always digging through the bag. Well, I don't want to do that any longer. The other thing is that I'm not sure if it's because of my weight loss, that it doesn't fit properly, I've run out of adjustment, what have you. But the pack just feels very cumbersome, even with lightweight. This weekend I can probably guess that I only took maybe 20 pounds of gear that was actually in the pack. And it just felt so cumbersome. It was very uncomfortable. It wasn't even nice to carry anymore. Where the Alice pack, last year, I carried a 65-pound load, and I know this because I weighed it. When I picked it up, I realized how heavy it was. And then I went back through it and was trying to decide things that I could leave at home that weren't essential. Well, obviously, I wasn't successful at that, and the pack ended up to be 65 pounds. And I went with that. The other thing is with the Molly 2, I have to carry things in my hands, okay? And I like to be hands-free when I'm going to my destination. There's a lot of things that I can't attach to that pack, okay? I can only get so much of a bedroll or a tarp or what have you with the straps on the top of the Molly bag. I know I can extend it, I can buy other fasteners, and I can buy longer straps. But why should I have to? The Alice pack has long enough straps where I could take a bigger tarp and I can get my bedroll in there. I have taken one of the closed cell foam with a wool blanket and a tarp all rolled into one as my sleep system, and it's worked out fine. The straps were long enough to do so, okay? One of the other things is on the Alice pack, it comes with through pockets. So when you're carrying your axe, it can ride right there. Now I know a lot of guys choose to spend more money than I do on packs, okay? And that's fine, whatever your budget allows. I am a budget guy, okay? It's very important for me to try to save money, okay? That's just the way I am. Now, I've checked out Hidden Woodsman, I've checked out Everly Stock, I have checked out LL Bean, I've checked out Mystery Ranch, and Duluth pack. They're great, and I'm not going to bad talk any one of them, okay? Good quality gear. I just can't afford that. So if you carry one of those, don't think that I'm, you know, dissing on your pack. It's just that as a budget guy, I can't justify the cost. Because I was looking at Malcolm's ruck that is in the spirit of the Alice pack. And you need the straps, and you need the waist belt, and you need the frame, and it costs 140 bucks, and that's not a lot of money. And I was like, well, you know, but then I realized I've got 2 Alice packs already sitting. Now granted, Malcolm's stuff is probably not maybe, it is higher quality than what any government contractor can make. We already know this. But right now I can't justify the cost in doing so when I have similar equipment, you know, sitting in my closet. So with that said, what I would like to know is, what kind of pack do you guys carry and why? Okay? You already know, Milsurp for me, and it'll probably be that way for a really long time, unless I can justify the costs elsewhere. Tell me why you like the pack you carry. Include the cost, maybe. Maybe you guys carry a pack that I don't even know exists. So leave some comments down below. Like, share this video so it gets around and other people can comment on it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, get outside.